Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, so the craziest moment that you ever encountered would be
that I did?
that you did.
Me personally? Religiously is making somebody believe God didn't exist.
And how did you go by doing that?
I did it quite often, actually.
My love, my fearless love, I will not say goodbye. Sea may rise, sky may fall, my love will never die. Go on, go bravely on into the blackest night. Hold my breath till your return, my love will never die.
And I said, yeah, I'll do it. And the first hit, well, he put me on a assessor plane to California. And there was this gang or mafia, I don't know what they were. To be honest with you, they asked me questions. They just gave me a picture and told me this is the person. I met some people in California. It took about 7 hours to get to California on the assessor. Assessor plane's a smaller plane, the kind that Richie Valens died on.
Right.
Okay, that's the only way I can explain it to you.
Yeah, two-prop plane.
Yeah, about 4-passenger plane.
Right.
And I remember going to California. Didn't really know what I was supposed to be doing. When I get there, I met a guy at 18th Street. I believe he's still A. And he said, okay, this is the guy, there's a picture. We want him dead. I was like, okay, where's he at? He goes, he's always in this bar. He'll be there. I guess this was their rat, this was their mole. This is the guy dealing with him. I said, fine, that's fine. So they didn't give me too much information on what to do, They didn't say go in, here's a gun, shoot him in the head, walk out. It was more like, do what you gotta do. And the way was to put a stop to it. I'm guessing he was a drug dealer that was starting off, with the California, the Cali cartel.
Right, you're just assuming this.
I'm just assuming. I really don't know until today what his name was. I can't remember.
Okay.
I just remember the way he looked. Well, I seen a tow truck at this little bar. It was on 18th Street, I believe, Woodley Boulevard. It was right next behind the church. And it was like a little bar. It wasn't that great. And I asked the guy for 2 girls, 2 pretty girls, to distract them. And we walked to the bar, and they didn't think too much of me because I was like this normal little white kid wearing a white t-shirt.
Looking like Screech.
Looking like Screech. How much damage can I do? I'm 105 pounds. I sat at the bar. I ordered a burrito. It was a Spanish bar. I ordered a burrito or something. I ordered something taco or something. Because that would give me enough time to figure out stuff within 10, 15 minutes. Went back out. I see this tow truck guy walking. So I was like, okay. I walked outside, I see the tow truck, his parked next to the building. He backed up on it. I took his harness, his cable, and wrapped it around the electrical port that's connected to the restaurant. Once he pulls it, lights go out. So I took his number off the truck. I used the phone that was in the bar. I waited. I called the phone number. And I asked the guy for a hacksaw, the kind that you use for hammers and nails, you know. And I went in the bar. I called the tow truck guy. I said, "Hey, I got a BMW. I'm about 15 minutes away. Can you come pick me up?" He goes, "Yeah." And I told him, "I'll give you $200-300, man, to get out of this neighborhood." The guy got up. I waited for the truck to start. The girls put on music. It was Metallica, Enter the Sandman, the song. And we did that. Lights went out. I took the shirt I was wearing and put it over my face like a mask, and I slid right under the table because the other guys got up to see what was going on. This guy was sitting here. I had a butterfly knife in my pocket, and the guys said, the guys that were standing next to me, near me, I was stabbing them in their ankles, trying to cut their Achilles tendons, the back part of the ankle.
Which you learned from the
Books.
human anatomy books.
Yeah, well, I learned that from history. I learned that from movies. That was coming out. That Achilles tendon stopped you from walking.
So you're how old at this time?
This time about 16.
16 years old. You're on your first hit.
The first, major.
And already your brain is basically plotting every little single step
As I'm going.
as you're going, like in an advanced mode of what you're seeing in front of you to make sure that you do in action.
Yeah.
At 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, lights are out. There's little red lights for the exits. There's no alarms. It's just crappy. No cameras, really, truly. Hitting everybody's Achilles tendons. Guys are falling to the floor. Still dark. This guy gets up and tries to take off towards the bathroom, the back door. I run, jump on top of him like a monkey, and I swing around him. And, I kept staring at him, and I guess they wanted me to kill the guy, and kill him, I really didn't want to. And I took the hammer axe, like they use for nails on roofs. It's part hammer, part axe. And I couldn't do it. I just got up and walked out, threw my shirt in the dumpster. The guy got upset. He said, "Well, you were supposed to kill him." I said, "I can't kill him." And I flew back, talked to the main guy, the old guy. He was upset. He said, "Why didn't you kill him?" I said, I didn't want to. I did something better." He goes, "What'd you do?" He goes, "I did something where he's never going to come back." He goes, "What?" Well, when I looked at him, I said, "What's the tattoo on your head? What's that represent?" And he said, "Mi clica, mi familia." I go, "So this is your power?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah." Chopped his hand off and brought him back with me to Dallas. So I gave his hand to my boss. I said, "Here's his hand." I never heard from him after that. It was over.
Did you get any kind of trouble or consequences after?
No. Nope.
Okay, so you chopped off this guy's
Hand. Yeah.
And you bring it back to your boss. You disobeyed an order from your boss.
Something like that.
What was the reason that you chose not to do it how you was told?
Because from my understanding is that they were moving in on a lot of business, and I pretty much told him, he was upset, but then nobody knew I had the hand except me and the guy, of course. Not even the guy I met. He thought I had a bag in my head. He didn't know what it was. So when I gave him the hand, he was in shock, because I had the tattoo on his hand. And I said, you're not going to be bothered by it no more. He goes, but I told you to do what you're supposed to do. And I said, well, I think you get more out of him this way. I never thought, in my mind, murdering somebody was stupid. It was an idiot. You know, it was an idiot move.
Did you have any emotional,
At the time?
at that time, any kind of emotional
No,
feeling at that time,
not
or
really.
was you just dead inside?
No, just didn't say. I mean, it wasn't like I was chopping the hand off of a priest. This guy was selling drugs to kids. He was involved with human trafficking. It wasn't like I was hurting anybody innocent. You know.
So what do you actually know of this guy's MO that you went over there?
He was dealing in drugs, murdering people, kidnap, extortion. He came from Mexico.
So he really wasn't.
No,
He wasn't a normal 9 to 5
what
kind
you-
of Joe.
He was what you call a monster.
Okay. So technically he kind of had something coming
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah. This was maybe a year after I met my boss.
So 1 year later, after you met him, how long has it been now since your wife and child passed away? Would you say, time frame wise?
92, so over 20 years.
20 years.
So about 25 years. To about that time. If you do the math, yeah.
All right. Now from.
Well, see, there's more to that story. That's when I first got my nickname.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how it started.
And what would that be? Exactly?
Well, because I didn't really have a nickname in that family, and everybody else did. And my nickname from the old man was Mijo. And it's only called me Mijo.
What does that mean?
It means like my baby son, you know, like Mijo, like
Right, okay, so like
Mijo, Mijo,
like my child.
yeah, like oh baby, you know, and during that time in the bar where I was hitting people's legs with the knife, stabbing people, I heard the name Cucuy. I didn't know what it meant, you know, I didn't know what it meant, you know. So when I was walking away, I turned around and looked at him because everybody had a nickname. You know, they had nicknames like just street nicknames, you know, that they gave each other, like Lefty or something like that. You know,
You didn't have one yet.
Joker, stuff like that. I didn't have one yet. And I told him what nickname. He goes, you know, I remember he smiled at me. He goes, "What do you want me to call you?" And I was like, "What does Cucuy mean?" And he goes, "It means boogeyman." I go, "Well, that's what I want." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "Because I heard everybody screaming that name out when I was doing what I was doing." And he goes, "Okay, we'll call you Cucuy."
So from that moment
From that
on,
moment on, I was labeled Cucuy.
Yo, the Chronicles of Psycho Mike. Tears, the laughter, through the eyes of a killer. Yeah, through the words, the trials and tribulations. Cause I was born in the dust bowl. You may have heard of me, the grand purgatory. The evil lurks and it's serving me. I got herds of sheep that I murder bleak. Sleep in your grave, I relax at night. I don't give two shits if you're black or white. You can be the best, be the worst, be the good, there ain't acting right. Raising a family of gypsies, that gave beats when the kid speaks. Pain in the heart and the kidneys, and I never got love cause my blood's weak. I don't trust these fucking bums. Had a young kid and he's sucking thumbs. 15 years and I loved his mum. About the same time I bust a gun, and it ain't about all of that. Twice a day I'm recalling back a car of youths, pulled the strap, soaked him up and how cool is that? I can't take the blame that mama gave. Hearing that is pure fun, the pain. He was underage, not to know. Now I gotta find who shot the bro. I'ma call my boys, shit them up, make the whole gang give them up. What to do? I'm Psycho Mike. I'm born in a world of China white. First things first, I will blind your sight, cut your ears, fuck your spine. That's the price for the life of the son of mine who died. And I take a breath, make a test of who's faking less. Break your legs, cut them off, kick your heads, rock your cords, now bitch you're dead. No Superman, no kryptonite. Psycho Mike when I switch the lights. Tying up some bitch tonight. Now pour the gas, then flick the light. Rosaries all in your sight. Respected by the sickest type. Still thank my wife, she brings the vibe. Thank my wife, she hit the hype. No Superman, no kryptonite. Psycho Mike when I switch the lights. Tying up some bitch tonight. Now pour the gas, then flick the light. Rosaries all in your sight. Respected by the sickest type. Still thank my wife, she brings the vibe. Thank my wife, she hit the hype.